Stuff. I want to say all praises, honor, and glory are due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, right? Who's the Father of us all, to the name Yahweh Shai, who's the Creator of us all, to the Spirit of His Father Yahweh, who is the Spirit of His Father Yahweh, the Word of His Father Yahweh, right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, Apostle Tar, Apostle Raib, Apostle Rakan, Gabar, and Down, right? These men who continually feed us and direct us in this truth, leading us, leading us to good pastures, right? So we're basically in this truth, struggling, to keep our integrity, waiting on that day that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai comes to deliver us, right? And on our journey, and on our struggles to keep our integrity, one of the main tests that each man in the truth will have, right, is the wickedness of a woman. Now, this is a topic that has been spoken, about many times, but just for the sake of reiterating, right, and beating down a point that's one of the most vital points, because men still go off, on the wickedness of a woman. I myself, recently just went through something, and the brother Require come said, just do a video on it, brother. That will heal the spirit, that will lift you up, right? So just for edification's sake, doing this video, the wickedness of a woman, because as men in the truth, we will tell ourselves that you're man enough, or you have the strength, of will to deal with certain things which these women, and it really is not the right way to think, right? Because the Lord set these women to do the things that they are doing, The Lord set these women as a trap. So if you think that you can tiptoe around them and use only your strength of will, right, to get by, then you sadly mistaken, That's not what the precept is saying. The precept gives us advice when it comes to women, right? And we're gonna get them, right? So this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 42, verse 13. Behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women, for from garments cometh a moth, and from women wickedness, right? So the more you spend time in a woman's company, is the more your guard starts to drop. At first, you might realize that your guard is up. You're good, you're sticking to your precepts, you're sticking to your integrity. But the more you spend time around that woman, right, especially if it's one single woman, the more you realize that you start to compromise, and a demon starts to overtake you, and you realize that you start to do things that's contrary to the truth, contrary to the precepts of scriptures, right? So just like if you have garments that will become moth-eaten and corrupt and rot after a while, it's the same for women, right? After a while, you spend a lot of time around them, you lower your defenses, right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 2. Wine and women will make a man of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent, right? So the scripture tells you plainly that you can't deal with it, right? If you're dealing with a woman, as much as possible, be emotionally detached. If you feel like there's any emotional connections, rising up, separate yourself from that woman, Do yourself a favor, right? That's what the precept is warning you, Wine and women will make a man of understanding to fall away. That's just as simply the truth, There are no exceptions. There's none woman more righteous than the next. All of them are wicked, and all of them are set for the same trial, right, to get you out of this truth, right? There's none that you can say, all right, I will hold my integrity, just solely by my strength of will. No, right? If you lower your defenses, right, you will be caught, Why not? That's what the precept did. It didn't go around any corners and say might, wine and women might make it fall away. No, will make a man of understanding to fall away, right? This is Ecclesiastes from the scriptures, chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and whose hands are bands, Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. How do you escape from her? By following these precepts and listening to the advice that men of wisdom has set before us, which is avoid them as much as possible. If you're dealing with them, dealing with a long stick, yo. Right? Make sure that you're separate. Because the moment you get taken by her, right, that's the demon that takes over, yo. And you no longer have any willpower. Like I was speaking to the camp leader, Shapar, last night. It's the same thing for adultery, right? You know that adultery is wrong. And in your conscious, sober mind, you will always refuse to commit adultery. But if you put yourself in a situation where you're secluded with another man's woman, that demon will have an opportunity to jump at you. And you will most likely commit the act. Right? As a precept says, can a man take fire in his bosom and he be not burned? So, the point is, don't flirt with these demons, yo. Don't flirt around and tell yourself that you have the power to resist. Right? Because the moment you flirt around, the moment you lower your guard, that's it, yo. The moment you put yourself in a compromising position or in a position of access, right? The demon just does its job. Whether you want to tell yourself that you're strong enough to fight it off or not, the precepts tell you, yo, you will fall away. Right? So it's either you believe the precepts or you don't believe the precepts. Right? And a lot of brothers are yet to believe the precept. I myself didn't fully comprehend these precepts until recently, yo. Yeah, I know women are wicked, and I read about the wickedness of woman, watch the wickedness of woman, for doing to other men. But personally experiencing it is a different thing, yo. You come to understand the precepts more, which is why the Lord bring us to certain tribulations, yo. So you get to understand the grasp of the precepts. So you understand the truth. Because Solomon said that he searched before coming to this conclusion, yo. He searched wide and far. Right? So let's just read a couple more precepts and wrap it up. Alright, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Right? That's plain, simple, to the point. Now, just to end it off, there's one woman which we're supposed to be, totally into, and that's wisdom. Right? That's the only woman we're supposed to totally give ourselves to, yo. This is Proverbs 15 and 9, speaking about wisdom. Let her be as the loving hind and the pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. That's what you should be occupied in, yo. These precepts, wisdom, understanding, seeing. Let her be as fetters and chains about thy neck, as the precept said. Right? She's the company, the one's company who you're supposed to constantly keep. Not these carnal women, yo. Right? They only serve as rot, seeing, and moth and deception to lead you away from the truth. Right? So, don't want to rant too much on about this topic, because it's been talked about a lot. But just for either if you have any younger man coming in, watching this video, or anybody come across it, hopefully this was edifying, to the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. So with that we say, Shalom.